You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Do not categorize the blessing by colors. It is not the colors you need to watch. It is the character. Watch out for the character. I'm going to tell you, there are three basic types of people that you will interact with if you are a child of destiny. Can I share this with you? The first group are confidants. Confidants. You will have very few of them. Confidants are those people in your life who love you unconditionally. They are into you. Whether you're up or down, right or wrong, they are into you. They are in for the long haul. If you get in trouble, they get in trouble with you. They'll come see you in the jailhouse. They'll come get you out the crack house. They're confidants. You can open up and share anything with them. You'll never inherit your kingdom until you find your confidant. You can't be David till you find your Jonathan. Having a good confidant is the key that unlocks the kingdom, because you were raised outside the gate and God's going to cause you to reach over the wall. You got to have a confidant behind the wall who can mentor you for what God is going to do next in your life. The problem with most people is that everybody they run around with is under them. And so you are forever feeding people who can't feed you. And after years of feeding them, they begin to drain you. You got to have somebody who can feed you so you can feed somebody else. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Am I talking to anybody in here? You need the confidant then. The confidant is those few people that come along in your life that are for you. They are with you. They are intimately intertwined in your life. They are there to make sure that you reach your destiny. They will confront you. They will get in your face. They will get in your business. They will tell you when you're wrong, because they are confidants. If you have 2 or 3 of them in a lifetime, you are a blessed person. Without them, you'll never be who God called you to be. You need to find your confidant. Number 2, the other group are your constituents. They are not into you. They are into what you are for. They are for what you are for. They are your constituents. And as long as you are for what they are for, they will walk with you and work with you and labor with you, but never think that they are for you. They are for what you are for. And you have to know that, because if they meet somebody else that will further their agenda, they will leave you and hook up with them, because they were never for you. They were just for what you were for. They are your constituents. And throughout your life, if you're not careful, particularly if you're broken, you will mistake your constituents for your confidants. And you will think that they are for you when they are really not for you. They are just for what you are for. And by the time you get through falling in love with them, they will break your heart as they hook up with somebody else who is for what you are for, because it was never about you anyway. It was about the causes that you represent. They are for what you are for, but they are not for you. They are your constituents. Can I go deeper with this? The third group are your comrades. These people are not for you, nor are they for what you are for. It is just that they are against what you are against. And the comrades will make strange bedfellows. This will cause people to come together who are not for you, and they are not for what you are for, but they are against what you are against. And they will team up with you to help fight a greater enemy. But don't be confused by their associations. They will only be with you until the victory is accomplished. These people are like scaffolding. They come into your life to fulfill a purpose. And when the purpose is complete, the scaffolding is removed. But don't be upset when they are removed, because the building always remains when the scaffolding is removed. What I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters, expect the constituents and the comrades to leave you and desert you after a while. Don't be upset when they don't react to your dream the way you expected them to, because they were never really with you in the first place. Be careful then who you tell your dream to, because if you tell your dream to your constituents, they will desert you and try to fulfill the dream without you. If you tell it to your comrades, they won't support it, because they never were for what you were for anyway. If you find a few people in your entire life with whom you can share your dream with, you are a blessed somebody. I can tell you how to identify people who are really for you. If they are really for you, they will weep with you when you weep, and they will rejoice when you rejoice. When you walk in a room and you tell somebody good news, stop being happy for a minute and watch their reaction. If they're not happy for you, shut your mouth and walk back out of the door. Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying to you. Oh, yeah, because when they are really connected to you, they will be happy for you when can you share your dream? Find somebody, look them in the eye and say, are you happy for me? If you don't get the right reaction, don't tell them anything else. You need somebody who's really going to be happy for you. I don't want just anybody praying for me. I don't want none of them haters praying for me, because you know you hate me and you don't want me to succeed. I want somebody praying for me who really wants me to be blessed, who wants me to be an overcomer, so you can put up your oil and stop speaking in tongues, because you know you never did speak to me anyway, and ain't no need in you coming up here in this hospital like you gonna pray some cancer up off of me. I'd rather have somebody who really loves me lay across the bed and rebuke the devil. And God is so faithful, he'll always give you somebody. Oh, if he ever sent anybody into your life to help you, you ought to just clap your hands and thank him for the people he sent. Don't worry about the people he took. You ought to praise him for the people he sent. Tell somebody, say, somebody help me. I didn't get here by myself. Somebody helped me to get here. Somebody taught me how to stand. Somebody got me behind the gate. Somebody taught me the protocol of the pilot. Somebody encouraged me when I felt like dropping out of school. Somebody helped me when my back was up against the wall. Somebody mentored me when I was going through a divorce. Somebody helped me when I was going through a crisis. God is so faithful that he will never leave himself without a witness. He will send somebody.
Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9, the world right in the airwaves, shining bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our hands and praise you for the joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station, let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9, broadcasting victory. WZYE family, rise up, it's a brand new gospel day. Bless Mr. Wall Street, hallelujah. Uncle Tommy, yes Lord. All the WZYE family, protect them Jesus. All the viewers, callers, chatters, wave your hands if you believe. Trinidad and Tobago, Trinidad style, receive. WZYE 95.9 FM, the whole world can see. God is moving, God is moving, God is moving here today. Oh, thank you, Jesus, for WZYE. Bless the family, Trinidad style, 95.9, all the way to heaven. Amen, 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 amen. Bono, big body
the bone, of the bone, of the bone, of the bone, of the bone. Yellow chan can down of the bone, of the bone. Come la the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag. She bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. From la Pressad Business of the Iron Lady Rain. Hey, Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, she come from the struggle. No, the poor man feel pocket empty like be lie, but she nah kneel. Open the door for the youth, them give them hope and chance. Build school, build road, give every pitney a dance. Them say economy dead, she say watch me now. Bring back the jobs, make the dollar run through. From Laventil to Cedros, from Tobago shore. She feeding the hungry, she open every door. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Strong like a mountain, rain now wash she down. When the pressure bust, she still stand her ground. Come la the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Stand up for the people, make the economy wake. From the poor man table to the children's school bag. She bring back the money, she fly the Trini flag. Superpower Caribbean, watch it rise again. Come la Pressad Business of the Iron Lady Rain. Hey, Mountain Kamla, hey. Trinidad champion, Trinidad champion, hey. Trinidad champion, Trinidad. Them try back, she down, try shake, she foundation. But she stand like Everest, pure determination. Caring for the children, no more hungry belly cry. Books in them and future bright like blue sky. She willing fi fight, she willing fi bleed. For every Trini soul, every single need. Oil money flowing, tourism boss again. Trinidad and Tobago with the boss of the chain. No more begging no island, we leading the pack. Come la the general, we marching right back. She fly straight to USA, link up with Trump. Sit down like boss, no time for no stamp. Talk for the people, talk for the land. Come back with the pen, we go right all the wrong hand. Sign off the deals, make the money rain hard. Economy jump up, no more so fired. Poor man get house, children get light. She rewrite the future, make everything right. That pen in she hand like Excalibur blade. Come la the queen, know the whole world afraid. She strong, she wise, she love we fi true. From the ghetto to the mansion, she there for me and you. One voice, one nation, one Trinidad queen. 23 seats and beyond, she living the dream. Come la the mountain, she nah move, she nah shake. Superpower Caribbean, watch the whole world shake. She get the pen, she right the wrong. Now we on top, eh. Mountain Kamla, Trinidad and Tobago, we back on top again, eh. Trumpin' champion, Kamla, Kamla, Trinidad forever.
Whatever, for whatever. We moving up, straight to the top. We moving up, straight to the top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Change has finally come. We fix it TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody the work has just begun. We build it TNT. UNC will get it done. So whatever, I got whatever. 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 Better days are coming. Better days are coming. Is yet to come. We shape it TNT. UNC is love. Run and tell everybody. Together we are one. We grow in TNT. UNC will get it up, straight to the top. We moving up, straight to the top. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. it on. UNC for everyone. UNC is love.
PNM propaganda fire upon that. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. I was ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, you see that. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy the silent assassin, greed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. Whole night, we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Gnarly, from Love until Hills to Jersey streets to rise. Silent assassin with the microphone, cutting lies like a knife. WZYE 95.9, the station with the real ones tune in. Bubbleheads talking nonsense, but Wall Street drop the facts and win. Fraud of the week, get exposed, no filter, no gloves. They are the real runner, freedom fighter pushing from above. Chatters light up, callers, boss viewers locking strong. Uncle Tommy in the building, propaganda done, you hear the song. Mr. Wall Street, man with the facts. Always ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, you see that. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Real runner, freedom fighter. Uncle Tommy the silent assassin, greed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. All night, we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, them frauds attack, them bubbleheads are share. Wall Street drop knowledge like a 45, now fear. From love and kill to the word, the silent wanna speak. Freedom fighter in the night, the truth where the people seek. WZYE 95.9, the frequency we control. Call us bust the line, chatters bust the pole. We ready for the war, ready for the fight. Set the record straight every single night. Is it? We originate, not imitate. The silent assassin don't talk. Now the facts are regular. Big up every Trini, every Tobagonian, every listener on the wave. Uncle Tommy, Mr. Wall Street. Love until to Jersey we brave. Mr. Wall Street, boss. Man with the facts. Always ready for the propaganda. Put it to rest, yes it does. Rest it. Love until born, New Jersey breed. Yes. Real runner, freedom fighter, Uncle Tommy, the silent assassin, greed. Ready for the fight, ready for set things right. All the people on the chat, the callers, the viewers. All night, we originate, not imitate. We not copy, we create. Bring the truth and the facts to the people. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. Big up Trinidad and Tobago. And Tobago. Big up Trinidad and Tobago.
Fire! 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 Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to the WZYE 95.9 FM listener. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington U on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share WZYE TV on YouTube.
And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And this is how we start the thing.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Welcome to WZYE. Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. and on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. Let me say a pleasant happy Thursday to my pal, the young man himself, Marshall Uncle Tommy Nesbitt. Tommy, how you going?
Good, Professor Wall Street Damas. How are you doing today?
Today's a great day, man. Splendiferous, tremendiferous, marvelous, pentaculous, fantastic, fantabulous, spectacular day. Today's a great day.
Sounds
I don't know. Go ahead.
How many miles did you run today?
5 miles. Five easy miles today. 5 easy miles today. Yeah. Today was 5 easy miles. Then when I was finished that, I had 2 clients. Well, 1 or 2. 2. I had also do some training, and I went to the eye doctor today, boy.
What do you say you're gonna see?
You see, I had 20/20 vision, boy.
Wow, that's great.
I don't understand how I had 20/20 vision, but I wear reading glasses.
Yeah, I myself have to wear reading glasses.
How that making sense?
I don't know.
Huh? But anyway, it was good. It was good. He asked me if I want a prescription glasses. I tell him no, I want a prescription glasses. I'm good with these glasses I have here. But Tommy, I want to ask a question today.
Go ahead.
Was today in Trinidad and Tobago a good day or a bad day for the small man in Trinidad and Tobago? Let me repeat that. Was today a good day or a bad day for the small man in Trinidad and Tobago?
Somebody's gonna have to
say that again.
Let us know.
I hear you.
We're gonna need some people who are actively working and so on to let us know what they think.
Yeah, your volume up on that thing there?
You're not hearing me?
No, you could turn it up a little bit if you could. Just a little bit. I hear you, but I hear you kind of low. Okay, so folks, the early question today is, was today a good day or a bad day for the small man in Trinidad and Tobago? That is the question of the day. Question of the day. Yeah. You know what? That's a good thing. But start that. Question of the day. You know, I like to ask the question of the day. Was it a good day for the small man? A good day or a bad day for the small man in Trinidad and Tobago? If you're turning up and you get feedback, you'd rather turn it up that much.
I turn it down.
Right, yeah, because we was getting a little feedback. Anthony says, good afternoon, Wall Street, Tommy, and all in the village. Good afternoon to you. Anthony Ford without the E. Bennett Thomas. Good evening. Yeah, again a little feedback.
All right, let me turn
Good
it
evening,
down.
Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and all in the village. Bennett, welcome. Miss Santa Cruz, welcome. Good evening, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and my friends in the village. Chat till later. Ramdio Baiju. Pleasant good afternoon, Professor Wall Street and Mr. Tommy and the village. Same to you. Ramdew says subscribe, like, and share. Correct is right. Kevin George, good night to all in the village. Clinton Williams, good evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy on the village. World Cup done, so back to work. Yeah, back to work, back to work, back to work. World Cup done. Koki Volsang, welcome. How are you doing? Good evening to the brothers, Walls, and Uncle Tommy, and good evening to the chat. You know, Tommy, it's interesting, that, you know, again, a feedback.
It's bad?
Yeah, I hear myself coming back, reverberating. Tommy, how, how could Gary Griffith come out and want to call for the resignation of the Minister of Homeland Security? How could he? How could he? How could he? Anyway, the audacity of that fella. You understand? But at least, you know what it is, Tommy? They had to find something to hang their hat on. But again, the question of the day is, was today in Trinidad and Tobago a good day for the small man or a bad day for the small man? I mean, I don't know if you want to take a stab at it, but let me finish in the chat here. Michael Scotland says, good evening to all in the village with Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy, WZYE TV. Mr. Intellectual, welcome. Blessed evening, Professor, Uncle T, and all villagers. Hope you all having a tremendously blessed and productive day filled with all of God's goodness. Thank you. Blessed evening, Anthony Bennett, Ramdeo, Val, and all else in the village. Hope you all having a tremendously blessed and fulfilling day. Angie, welcome. Happy and blessed Thursday evening, Wall Street, Uncle Tom, and all villagers. Can't wait for a live and a greater chat tonight. Andrew, good evening to you. Good evening to Professor Walshik, Uncle Tommy, and everyone in the village. Better days are coming. Bless. Correct is right. Azina Smith, welcome. Pleasant good evening, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and everyone locked on to the live. Same to you, Azina. Santa Cruz, good evening again, my friends. Good evening to you. Bennett says, good evening, villagers. Today mark 1 month since the passing of my wife, Shalisa. Inch by inch. Better days are coming, Bennett. Better days are coming. Alicia, good evening to all. Good evening to you. Virginia, pleasant good evening, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Blessings to all in the village. Same to you. Chandra Benjamin, good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Have a blessed night. Same to you, Chandra. Anderson Wilson, good night to all coming from the Beaton people. Pleasant welcome to all the people in the Beaton. All the Beaton posse, welcome. Joy CE, greetings to everyone in the village. Same to you, Joy. Joy to the world, the Lord has come. Let it be known around the world. Gordon Gangachana, Jaijan, Joseph, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Good God evening to the village. Hope you are night. Hope your night will be better than you went. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Blessed afternoon to Uncle T and everybody in the village.
Same to you.
I got technical question asking, Prof.
Why is that?
You see, I haven't had the reasons for the the withdrawal of the PDOs,
Yeah.
right? And I guess that's a national security something. I don't know the cards that they are playing, but on the surface, the poor man didn't win anything.
Okay.
The small man didn't win anything. It just goes to show that money talks. You understand?
Yeah, but Mr. Intellectual, when they have
That's
to,
when you read on the surface. Sorry.
when the small man have to now get the same treatment that the wealthy people getting with respect to whenever we have a state of emergencies and PDOs.
Well, again, if you notice, is that the minister himself made the withdrawal, and I guess he would have done it on our advice, right? Because there's a process. I think there's a process to do things, to implement. There must be a process to withdraw, right? I am here to understand what the process is for the withdrawal, and if we come to a conclusion, the reasons for the withdrawal, then the poor man would be entitled to the same reasons, right? But if we don't know the reasons, then they would not have an opportunity to extend themselves to the benefits of a withdrawal. You understand?
Yeah.
And this is where my concern lies. What are the reasons for the withdrawal? That's why I say it's a real technical kind of question that you ask, in the sense that whether if it would benefit the poor man.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any benefit for anybody unless there's a proper reasoning. You understand? And unless they don't break protocol now and demonstrate to the population the reason for the withdrawal, then we would still be in a quandary. Why? Right? And it would look on the surface as though somebody is getting preferential treatment than others. I can't claim that because I don't know the reasons. And I guess national security would be saying the same thing in the sense that, hey, we do it, and maybe the explanation will come some other time, but we can't do it now or whatever. That's what beaten me right through this evening, because I think that if you're doing something like that, right, and then if national security comes into play, then I still get left behind. So again, bro, this is something that we had to take. We had to be very careful how we're looking at it, and we have to have the relevant information before we could come to a conclusion. Bennett, my brother, I hope that we could get in contact with each other. I'll let him pro give him a number so that we could talk. Don't mind. I still down a little bit, but we could talk. Have a blessed evening, gentlemen.
Same to you, Mr.
Thank
Intellectual.
you all, Mr. Intellectual. Bernard, remind me to send you. I'll send Mr. Intellectual number for you. Tommy, what's your take? What's your take, Tommy? Or you wanna give your take after we come back?
Yeah,
All right, no problem. I'm gonna finish up with the chat. Rajan Gobin says, "Good night, Professor and Uncle Tommy. Pleasant night." Anthony says, "Gary want Roger work. That and a flying donkey you never see." Yeah. Bernard Thomas says, "Bad day for the small man. It shows that money talk." Uranus, welcome. Azina Smith, Gigi is too fast. He put his mouth in everybody's business. Prasad Ramnath, good night, guys. Uranus says, good night to all the wonderful people of village. Blessings to all. I don't know what this means. Gordon Ganga Chana. I suggest if you think education is expensive, try ignorance, Maloney. Says, no, try listening to my Chuma Kenyan friend. I don't know what he means by that, but. Lions Love say, I guess Alexander got the call. Which call, Lions Love? Lions Love, welcome. Which call? Which call? Which call is that? Andy. Good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tommy. Ulsang come closer to the mic. The school say good night, Warshik, Tommy, Anthony, BT, Sang, and Avant, Chandra, and everyone. Oh boy. I think the spray in my eye look like it's still in my eye, right?
Yep, justice is just us.
Yeah, football paint is over and the village are back in business, although Guyana. Ganga Prasad, welcome. Yeah, Tommy. So I don't know. Before we go for the break, let me listen to what they said about the PDO being revoked. All right, let's listen to it.
Media release. Minister of Homeland Security revokes preventative detention orders of Dominic Hadid and Genevieve Hadid. July 23, 2026. I have today revoked the preventative detention orders in the case of Dominic Hadid and Genevieve Hadid, the detainees. On the June 24, 2026, the detainees were arrested by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, TTPS, and detained as part of a criminal investigation into a plot to assassinate the Prime Minister and senior members of her government. That criminal investigation remains ongoing. On the June 27, 2026, in the exercise of the powers conferred by the Emergency Powers Regulations 2026 to preserve and protect public safety during a public state of emergency, I issued a preventative detention order in the case of each of the detainees. Since that time, I have kept under review the legality of the detention of the detainees to ensure that their detention is justified in accordance with the law, in particular the Emergency Powers Regulations 2026. On the July 19, 2006, the Review Tribunal, established under Section 11(1) of the Constitution, recommended that the continued detention of the detainees was not necessary or expedient in the public interest. On the July 21, 2026, I received a medical report in relation to the detainee Dominic Hadid that detailed his medical condition and the required care plan that was necessary, in the view of their medical specialist, to address his medical condition. I have carefully considered the contents of this report and have taken advice on this matter with respect to the medical condition of Mr. Hadid and his required treatment plan. I requested that Mr. Hadid consent to being examined by an independent specialist appointed by the state, but he refused.
Folks, question again. Was this a win for the small man? Was this a benefit for the small man? A gain or a loss for the small man? Did the small man benefit from what happened here with this PDO? Right, Tommy? Was this a benefit to the small man, or was this a loss to the small man? That's the big one.
The small man is going to remain in the position he is because he doesn't have the capital, and you can get as much justice as you can afford.
So tell me what you're saying. This was a loss for the small man.
Absolutely.
You're saying it was a loss?
Yep.
Okay. Some people are saying that. All right, let me play this one before we go for the break. Since I played that first one, let me take it forward. Anderson, welcome.
Uh, 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 let me say good night. All right. Let me say good night to you, Uncle Tommy, Mr. Wall Street, and to all the listeners. Here with Pharaoh. Let me say good night to Pharaoh to on the beat I'm listening. Um, what Pharaoh is saying, and he listened to Uncle Tommy, he's saying this small man and no money to fight it. But what I am saying, there is law. I see lawyers use they will say, well, your worship, we're going back to the Privy Council in 1990 where Andrew Wells was detained unlawfully and the Privy Council saw it fit to release him. Lawyers do go back and this thing. Take a tell a lawyer to do that and all. Right? The lawyer will remember the start of everything. As Uncle Tommy, Mr. Wall Street, I just warning all you. I hope the taxpayers want to pay no money. You can play back a program and must say that. I only hope these people will happen to sue the state and taxpayers want to pay money. And if they do sue the state, it should come out of the ministers of them pocket. But what she great program, we look on and we listen and beat them. And then people have respect to what they're there. They play a little music a little way off, but they have a little way there. I said, low down, I'm going to make a call. And they did low down. So what she, we look on and listening.
So, Urena says, in such cases, all right, Ninja Girl said, blessed night to Professor Washington and Uncle Tommy and all the divisions, lockdown and listening. Urena said, in such cases, you have to cover all bases. Therefore, the U-turn looks kind of funny. Okay. Anthony says, Wall Street, it was a loss for the small man. Virginia Marat says, the small man don't have any say. Oh God, I wonder if Pinal turned on TV, boy. Pinal!
Yeah, this now. The fella will just make that talk about the state of emergency. A state of emergency in any country is a superb law. Nobody can bring medical for that. That is foolishness in our court.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
When they check that status, we have a ST, the Prime Minister. She had that vocabulary up to date. She could check out what I say. Thank you. Get it, you know.
Yeah. Pinal, turn down your TV, Pinal. Pinal, don't listen to the TV.
You want to finish talking?
Pinal finished talking. Tell me, Pinal finished talking, you go and listen to the TV, you know.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Pinal, oh God, Pinal, boy. We like you, boy. But turn down the TV now, boy. Oh God, Pinal, boy. Just before we go for the break, boy. Tommy, look your partner come. Steve D. I'm not sure why you're referring to this small man. This was an extrajudicial detention, unjustified under the SOE and will not be possible if normal constitutional right existed and it was not suspended. All right, we will address that when we come back. Extrajudicial detention. All right, so folks, Steve D, PNM Steve, come in. I'm not sure why you're referring to this small man. You see, you wouldn't understand that. Your PNM miseducation, Steve D, will make you understand that question. You understand? That's why we say if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you, on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, like, and share. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And as soon as you join us, share the live. We thank you.
One hour in the books, hour 2 coming up next. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE. We originate, not imitate.
In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is WZYE.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged. Hey, tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrocan workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubble billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money. The end is here, security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making. The DMO leaving. PNM dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy, two, health sector, immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Four, every pipe must have water. Five, roads smooth as six, provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them others say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket closed and the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the CARICOM leaders hear what's up, seems like not one of them was in shock. Put them in one big box, PNM dead. Tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make. Investors not coming for the work, no more ice cream and cake. PNM dead, dead, dead. The Red Party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still all Estes. One, UNC on a mission. Two, to correct the school system. Three, end poverty and clean up TNT. Four, speed up the housing process. Five, lower taxes. Six, revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Electro-chain workers say the party dead, dead, dead. But billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is here. Security, me and them dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, me and them dead. Even the 1%ers say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us mourning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. Me and them dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, me and them dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, me and them dead. Tell them Arnold say, me and them dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket closed and the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. Me and them dead, dead, dead.
I just want all you to know one thing. When it comes to certain politicians, I don't care for them. Penny, I don't care for she. Oh, I don't care for he. Dolly, I don't care for she. Stewarty, I don't care for he. For 9 long years they sit in the chairs. Country get bruised and nobody care. Crime run wild, money gone astray. Now they in opposition, everybody have something to say. They talking solution morning, noon and night. But when they had power, nothing wasn't right. Economy sinking, people living in fear. Now all of a sudden everybody's an engineer. Penny talking like she have the plan. But where that plan was when Rolly was the man. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Scotland,
I don't care for he.
Regis,
I don't care for she. I don't care for them.
Manning shouting from the back of the line, explaining today what he forget in 9. Marvin talking safety, crime and control. But when he was there, crime take a toll. They posting videos, plenty long speech explaining now what they couldn't reach. They hoping people memory short, but suffering though erase so fast. They had the chance, they had the rain, and leave the country in social pain. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Kareem,
I don't care for he.
Hans,
I don't care for he.
The opposition,
I don't care for them.
You all left the country in a mess and expected to be cleaned up in 8 months. Delusional.
I don't care for she.
Calm.
I don't care for he.
Dolly.
I don't care for she.
Stewarty. I don't care for he. PNM.
This is the end.
I don't care for them.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
This PNM tell a dead thing can't work because I will dead.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And as soon as you join us, remember, share that live. We thank you.
Thank you. So Ms. Santa Cruz says, like when Archie placed himself on the appeal board to give PNM the election win, he know the judgment was illegal, but still give the PNM win because he didn't want to send the country back to the polls. BS. Urena says, Batos, I want to hear it from Steve. And you wouldn't expect anything else from, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance, Gordon Gangachana, Dryden Joseph. Steve, you're on the ball. Steve is on the ball as far as Gordon Gangachana Joseph is concerned. Steve says the Privy said they will not hear an expedited appeal and they were willing to lift the stay. So government really writing and did not want more egg in their face. How the government get egg in their face? Listen, let's listen to this. All right? That's why I asked the question about the small man. You know? Listen to this. This is from the tribunal.
Tribunal recommends Dominic Hadid's release from jail. Says detention not in public's interest, but minister asks for review of process by Chester Sambrano. The state of emergency, S. Lee. Tribunal reviewing businessman Dominic Hadid's preventive detention order, PDO, has recommended that he be released from custody, finding that his continued detention was not necessary or expedient in the public interest, according to appeal documents filed before the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council. The disclosure was made in an information about the appeal document filed by the appellants, the Commissioner of Police, the Minister of Homeland Security, the Attorney General and Police Constable Eldon Caliste number 16601, in their appeal against decisions arising from proceedings in the Court of Appeal of Trinidad and Tobago. The document states that the SOE Tribunal received written submissions on behalf of Hadid on July 9th and heard oral submissions at a hearing on July 10th. The appeal, filed as JCPC/2026/0066, was issued on July 21st, 2026, and lists Dominic Hadid and Genevieve Hadid as respondents. The matter is classified as an appeal as of right before the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council, Trinidad and Tobago's final court of appeal. According to the filing, Hadid sought a review of his PDO on June 28, 2026, by the SOE Tribunal established to conduct reviews and make non-binding recommendations to the minister regarding the necessity for continued detention. It states that the tribunal on July 19, 2026, recommended to the minister that the first respondents, Dominic Hadid, continued detention was not necessary or expedient in the public interest. However, the filing states that the review has not reached a conclusion, as the minister has asked the tribunal to reopen its process. According to the document, the minister's request is based on the grounds that no reasons were given for the recommendation and that he was not notified of the hearing of Hadid's submissions or given an opportunity to make submissions at that hearing. The state's filing also states that it understands a review was sought by Genevieve Hadid, but that, at the time of filing, it was unaware of the SOE Tribunal having made an equivalent recommendation in her case. Guardian Media has been informed that the SOE Tribunal is expected to provide determinations on reviews involving Genevieve Hadid and Star Sabga, Genevieve's aunt, who is also on a PDO, in the coming days. The current state of emergency, SOE, review tribunal includes David Alexander, Chairman, Ronnie V. Persid, Member, and Major, Rhett, Arden D. Williams, Member. Yesterday, Guardian Media visited the Hadid's Bayshore home and observed no police activity. It was later confirmed that the mobile unit or police officers were no longer stationed at the compound. The development came yesterday, the same day the Privy did an appeal by the state in the legal proceedings involving businessman Dominic Hadid and his wife Genevieve Hadid. The state is challenging the Court of Appeal's decision, which overturned a high court ruling and ordered that the Hadids be released from custody and placed under strict house arrest conditions while their constitutional challenge continued. That ruling was delivered on July 16th, and the Hadids were all set to be released and taken to their home when the state challenged the decision hours later. The state subsequently secured a stay of that order while it pursued an appeal before the Privy Council. Sources familiar with the matter said Hadid's attorneys are seeking to have the substantive appeal before the Privy Council heard as soon as possible, given the ongoing dispute over his detention and the pending outcome of the WZYE tribunal process. The Privy Council listing does not yet provide a date for the matter to be heard. However, the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council recesses for its summer break on July 31st. Dominic and Genevieve Hadid, along with Star Sabga, were arrested on June 24th. They were detained in connection with an alleged conspiracy to commit murder against senior government officials. No formal charges have been laid.
So, Tommy, there you have it. I want to go now. Let's go now to the actual
WZYE tribunal recommends Dominic
today by Faris Alwari. Right? I don't know if we could call this a win for Faris Alwari or whatever it is, but this might be the closest he have gotten to a victory in anything. Right? So let's listen to Faris Alwari. Maybe we could glean some more information out of this. Okay, let's take a listen.
Thought it perhaps the best use of time if I had invited you all to come this afternoon as opposed to receiving your many phone calls. I want to thank the Fourth Estate, the media, for its diligence in its reporting thus far. I have to say that I've seen very responsible reporting from the media. The news this afternoon is that Mr. Dominic Hadid and his wife Genevieve Hadid have both been released out of detention. That is pursuant to a revocation of their detentions by the Minister of Homeland Security, Roger Alexander. You will recall that on the 24th of June, nearly a month ago, that Mr. and Mrs. Hadid were the subject of police action. And you will recall as well that on the 27th of June, they were placed into preventative detention by order of the Minister of Homeland Security. We have diligently assisted the police and the courts. I can tell you that my clients have been interviewed by the police. I can tell you that my client did fully. I'd like to let you know that the team is a very strong legal team. We are lucky to have Mr. Douglas Mendez, Senior Counsel. We have Mr. Rishi Das, Senior Counsel. We have Mr. Gilbert Peterson, Senior Counsel. And then assisting, we have Mr. Dharmendra Punwasi. We have Mr. Ryan Rajkumar. We have Mr. Chase Pigas. And we also have Mr. Jerome Rajkumar. You may be asking yourselves why so many? And that's really because we've been involved in 10 different matters. And if I were to just paint those for you, we first of all had the police action. That was followed by an application for habeas corpus, which we made. And that is simply where we asked for the justification of detention. We then had a constitutional and judicial review matter evolve out of the habeas corpus. From that, we had the judgment of Mr. Justice C. Prasad, and that then took us to an appeal before the full panel of the Court of Appeal, presided by Mr. Justice of Appeal Peter Rajkumar. That then went to another full panel of the Court of Appeal, where the Honorable Chief Justice presided. And then we had the substantive matter before Mr. Justice Paul. And that matter has in fact resulted in an appeal, which is due before the Court of Appeal again tomorrow. We appeared today, so we'll be back before the Court of Appeal again tomorrow, the High Court tomorrow, but we had the Court of Appeal today, and I'll come to that in a moment. And then lastly, of course, we had the tribunal. So we have had a significant amount of work engaged in treating with a few simple facts. Today, as an officer of the court, I'm speaking solely about facts. I'm not treating with anything that is speculative. The fact is that when you are arrested and detained under the state of emergency regulations, you are entitled to ask for a review of your detention. We made that review exactly the day after we were the subject of detention. The detention came late in the night. By the morning, we had the review requested. I think it's a matter of public knowledge now on that path that the review tribunal has recommended the immediate release of Dominic Hadid, Genevieve Hadid, and Star Sabka, all three. Quite interestingly, the state is now suing the state, and you would have seen a pre-action protocol letter coming from Freedom House, Mr. Jared Jagru, who instructs Mr. Anand Ram Logan. And even though we are into the third iteration of a state of emergency, you're seeing that the state is now for the first time complaining about the process that the tribunal has engaged in for all of its review hearings, essentially, even though it's centered on this particular mark. We'll await the outcome of the pre-action protocol and the threat for judicial review and reopening, but suffice it to say that that's quite an interesting fact to pay attention to. We have, as you're well aware, the benefit of an order from the Court of Appeal, that is the Mr. Justice of Appeal Raj Kumar panel, granting our clients immediate release from the detention that they were under. That immediate release was not facilitated. There was a hearing before another panel of the Court of Appeal presided over by the Honorable Chief Justice, and the Honorable Chief Justice granted a stay of the grant of their release. That stay was given on the basis of a representation, an agitation, a full commitment that the state would take an urgent appeal to the Privy Council. In fact, I can tell you that based upon that, the state did in fact attend to its filings at the Privy Council. The cooperation between attorneys happened. We settled on the respective lists and documents. And very importantly, on Monday, the Privy Council received in its portal documents from the state's attorneys. We were diligently pursuing the triggering of a hearing before the Privy Council. And as a result of communications passing among the attorneys and the registrar of the Privy Council, we were eventually in a position where we had already filed our grounds, very compelling, robust grounds before the Privy Council as to why exactly the Court of Appeal's decision to immediately release our clients should prevail. Quite interestingly, in the consideration of that, the registrar wrote to the council saying that the Privy Council wished the opportunity to carefully consider the matter of the state's appeal and that it would do so in October. But it specifically said to us, the respondents, that if we desired to make an application to lift the stay that is separate from the appeal, that they would entertain that. I think it's important for me in clarifying that point to observe that the registrar of the Privy Council took note of an article today by one of the media houses, which quoted some of the excerpts of the communications from the Privy Council. I can tell you, those communications from the Privy Council did not come from our team. You are perhaps witnesses to the truth that, save for the interventions I gave you outside of Golden Grove and at the court, I have had nothing to say on behalf of the Hadids in relation to this matter, because we are very mindful that this matter is before the courts. And as an officer of the court, I'm very careful about observing the rules and principles. Nonetheless, the registrar of the committee, the judicial committee, was compelled to write to the parties to say that they had observed that they were misquoted. And they specifically said that they wanted to make it clear that if an application is made by return by the respondents, that is our team, to this court to lift the stay made by the second constitution of the Court of Appeal, that the Privy Council would issue directions to ensure that it is dealt with speedily on the papers in the course of next week. And they said for the avoidance of doubt, the appellants, that is the state, would have shortened time to respond. So there was never a position where Mr. and Mrs. Hadid's matter was not going to be entertained by the Privy Council. And we, of course, readied ourselves and took every step possible, including the filing of our grounds to demonstrate the propriety of our submissions. With that said, we have now witnessed the revocation of the preventative detention orders against two of our clients. There is, of course, our third client, Ms. Star Sabga. She is still in custody. Her matter comes up tomorrow morning before Mr. Justice Paul. Today, the Court of Appeal, comprising two Justices of Appeal, Madam Justice Donaldson Honeywell and also Madam Justice Joan Charles, heard our appeal for an expedited hearing of the matters and ordered that in the case of the Hadids, that the appeal is deemed to be one of extreme urgency and is to be heard and determined on an expedited basis. That obviously is going to apply to the third person named in what the state has termed a conspiracy. I'd like to state for the record that we as attorneys at law for the Hadids and for Ms. Sabga reject out of hand any allegation of impropriety on their part. We have presented and put forward in our evidence all of our submissions and facts. We have laid before the courts the fact that our clients have not been charged, that our clients cooperated with interviews, that our clients put forward all of their particulars. Quite simply, our clients are very interested in just having their names cleared and in cooperating with authorities as they have from day one. It is not a situation where we wish to go into a ding-dong match as to who is right and who is wrong. That's a matter for the courts to treat with. But suffice it to say, as one of the attorneys at law for our clients, we are instructed and we have put before the court the evidence that shows the propriety of their actions. We addressed, very importantly, the affidavit evidence of the Honorable Minister of Homeland Security. You would have seen that affidavit where he annexed a document referred to as top secret. And we were able, in a matter of hours after receiving that, to put first-hand evidence before the courts for its consideration, to deal properly with the evidence that the court ought to consider. Needless to say, it was, if I'm polite, it was a knockout punch to the evidence that the minister put forward before the courts. There'll be a lot to say as the matter progresses. We are still before the courts. We're just extremely grateful that our clients have the position of being able, two of our clients, to return to their homes, to see their children, to return to their businesses. We are continuing diligently overnight to work with the other material that we have to put before the court by morning. We'll be in the court again at 9 a.m. and we don't intend to leave any stone unturned. Whilst I might be one person speaking before you, I'd like to reiterate that I have the benefit of an incredible team who I've mentioned to you before, and I express my profound gratitude to them. I think I must say to the judicial officers, my expression of gratitude on behalf of all of us for the expediency in which they've managed the litigation. This is obviously a matter that has ripple effects, because when you're dealing with the constitutionality of the state of emergency and the emergency power regulations, this is a matter which is much wider in its impact than you would consider just in our clients themselves. So we are pleased to be doing our part in the due process and rule of law realm to ensure that proper advocacy as to the constitutionality of the state of emergency, the regulations and detentions is properly considered. This is something that affects all persons. At the end of the day, I think that we must abide by court processes and await the outcome. I'll remind that the ultimate court is the Privy Council. It is our apex court, and that is why we were there up until a moment before we were informed of the revocation In fact, we were filing documents at that very moment as per the invitation of the Registrar of the Privy Council. So, folks, that's the recap for you now. I would just respectfully say that I think that Mr. and Mrs. Hardy deserve a little bit of time to, to have themselves back into order. So I'd ask for your patience in that regard. I know you're anxious to have the perspectives of any story put forward. I don't, not recognize what the media is doing. I thank you for your work and for your diligence. If you have any questions, I'd be very pleased to answer them.
So, folks, so there you have it. That is the Tommy. That is the press conference.
That's the address
by
Faris Alwari.
Well, so Tommy, let me get back to the question. What is your? Did you give a decision with respect to the small man? Whether this was a win or a loss for the small man?
All I said is that what your pocket can afford, you can get. However, there's some implications here for the small man.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay. So, let me take this call. Mr. Aruka, welcome.
Yeah. Good night, Uncle Tommy, Professor Owo.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Yeah. From how I see this thing, I see him with the African man, and I want to say black, but the African man, like we're still in bondage, like we're still in slavery, because they come to all the time they were squaring about investigating white collar crime, and they start to tackle the white collar crime, and you see the pushback they're getting, and a certain clique of people, which is, I would say, the PNMites, Africa mostly, still in slavery and still in bondage. And how I see in that case, money talks and so walks. Because you know why? That case, if them could get away because they have money, you're supposed to let go every other person you pick up with the same PDO thing. And that's it. Let them go now for me, please. Open the jail and let the people walk out. Because they pressure the minister, they pressure Homeland Security Minister to call back their decision. And that way called money talk and so walk. That is a whole, we still in bondage and slavery. Have a good night, fellas.
Thank you.
Good night.
Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
A blessing and again for Uncle P and everybody in the village. This thing really not making much sense at all. The man showing the true colors again. How could something come out in the public that in your possession and you don't know nothing about it?
Yep.
Could you answer me that question?
No, I can't.
So how the media get hold of it and it was entrusted to them?
He was walking on the road and the thing fell out of his briefcase and he didn't notice. Somebody picked it up and carried it to the media.
And to these people and who trying to infer that the government are people in the anything, I could suggest that the panel was bought off. Who say that all the Harris and them shouldn't be detained, right? Because the Harris and them have money and them could pay anybody. And them have connection with the judiciary. So this stupidness that they're talking, they're telling me that I live in a system where I can't trust the judiciary of all people. Right?
Yep.
So with their kind of logic, with the PNM logic, I don't have a chance, not even if hell freeze over.
And guys, when you say you, we talking about the small man.
Well, I ain't no big shot, you know.
No, I put it as the small man. The small man is
That's what I'm talking about. I am a small man.
right. We have people
Who
up in the
living on a
penthouse.
fixed income.
Right.
I have no address.
Right. We have people in the penthouse. We have people in the sub basement, the basement, and the first floor. Them is the small men, small people.
Yeah.
That's the people I talking about. That's my concern, the small man. That's my concern.
So according to Gordon and Steve and the rest of them PNM people and them, right? It's okay for the plaintiff and them to bribe the panel, right? But for the judges and them to send it up to the Privy Council, right? Like a handpicked set of people to do the work.
I will put it this way. What PNM Steve, and if you think education is expensive, Gordon Gangachan and Dryden Joseph and Patricia Weed and them think, they don't have a problem with the them fellas and them getting special treatment. They don't have a problem with that.
No, but they prove that they don't care about the small people.
Nah, they don't care about the small people. They don't care.
All them care about is the 1%, and that's what the PNM is all about.
Correct. I see.
These kind of people and they want to talk about black people and small man and CPEP and all them kind of thing. There's a bunch of hypocrites and people and them as well.
Them only care once the PNM in power. Once the PNM in power, they care more than anything else. Right? We love you, so we take great care of you. But anytime the PNM in power, them care about the highfalutin people. Them people up there, they care about them. They don't care about the person in the sub basement or the person in the basement. Them don't care about them. So small man, you're on your own.
Yeah, all your own. All of us on our own.
All your own. Thank you, Mr. Intellect.
Have a blessed night, man.
Thank you. All your own. That is it.
Yep.
You're on your own. And PNM Steve and Gordon going. Hold on, Mr. Intellectual. 1 minute. I mean Southwestern, hold on. Southwestern, go ahead. Go ahead, Southwestern.
A pleasure given to you, Professor and Uncle Tommy, and all the listeners. Share the life. What a mighty God we serve.
Correct, is right.
And Professor, without Gordon Gangachana Dryden, the waffle, Steve,
PNM Steve,
Warwick,
PNM Steve,
the waffle, Warwick, and the good friend, Patricia the Weed. Look at that now, boy. You know, in that conversation with Faris Awawi, he is not even the lead counsel in the matter, but he is the PRO in the council to talk. And in front of the Hall of Justice, he's talking. And go back to the video on your show, in the front of the Hall of Justice and up in Golden Grove. So you see, but they see that and Siraj. And what is the next step? It was a procedure. It went through. The court said they must go. The state appeal. They had to hold them until they hear the appeal. The appeal went on for some time. They get the answer on the appeal. The state comply. They come again. The state appeal. And when they appeal, the minister comply. Then they went to the tribunal. And then the tribunal, they said they're going to the Privy Council at the same time. So if the tribunal didn't give them an answer, they would have been in the Privy Council because they have a certain amount of time to file. The tribunal gave them the result. It was waiting on the Privy Council. So which should they do? And the minister complied by giving the order, withdrawing, said, okay, right? And give his decision because the tribunal ruled. So which part that the minister himself had broken the law? Which part? Where? under the Constitution, over the Constitution, but only the PNM Constitution will see it wrong. Professor Nokotomi, if the PNM and Farrell was really fighting for the supporters, like how to fight for this individual.
Point Southwestern. Exactly, Southwestern. Them don't fight for the small man in the PNM, which is mainly who just put them in power. Them don't fight like this, you know. Them don't fight like that, you know. You know, all your own cancel Christmas for all you fight all you could. Them been fighting like this for all you.
Money talks.
Great point, Southwestern.
But Uncle Tommy, ever since the PNM, as long as they're affiliated with money, you forget Darrell Smith, you forget Camille Robinson Regis. Eh? They was tried by the Prime Minister and released. No wrongdoing. One law for the PNM.
Yes, sir. Let them detain PNM Steve, or Gordon Gangachana, Jajan Joseph, or Patricia Weed, or Rick from the Leaning Tower of Pizza, or the Waffler, or PNM Red Fox. Let them get detained. They on their own. They had a fight. Right out of Bendong and pick up blue soap in why did I say that? Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and use that big tail bucket. And before at 5 o'clock at the bottom that they get up on the roadside and throw it. And make sure, because here we're going on, they call the Western End police station and tell them release that boat, or I mean the boat, the captain, for the Marbella police station and say, let go that driver, and they call it nobody.
And Southwestern, them are more sickness than Hadid.
Yeah.
Them are more sickness than Hadid.
So, you see, the nice thing about it, the small man is only the small man now because they're in opposition. Just imagine, Pete only tell them, I don't be on a bedroom, choose a man wise, do everything, and who is that? The big shot? Is it this small woman and also? Or they choose wisely, and a woman is at golf course. That is golf course, more than one, but there's nothing. That what they like, the insult, and no, just imagine, at the type in nice way, Professor, and I want the team of them who just want to change the narrative on this program. Tell them check. Just imagine a minister and a representative, the two in one, and look how they had them like, not even a half pen, it just look like that. So you see, they don't really care about the small man, anything, from John, Chumaka, come straight back down. Not one of them they care about, and the evidence is there. Professor, I feel I have to tell them, have a nice night. Because if I go to say anything more, I'm going to be a question.
No, I won't.
Yeah, Tommy, this is about, that's why I asked the question about this small man. Listen, all you realize in Trinidad and Tobago, they have two sets of justice. They have one justice for the rich and another justice for the small man. And the small man don't get justice. They just get just dust. Alistair, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tony.
Good night to you, Alistair.
Same to you.
All right. So I heard a caller saying the same thing that I said a couple of weeks ago about Hadid and his wife, 1%. There's one law for the rich and another law for the small man, which is the African people and the Indian people who in the jail.
Yeah.
But remember, I had mentioned also that Professor Ramesh Devsharan did a study on the prison system.
Right.
And he came back, and he was crying like a baby. Unlike the former Minister of Health, because he shed a tear. But I wonder how the black population who they support and how they feel. Because I watch this man, I don't really like to watch him. I don't like to watch him. And the energy they had to get these people released. And he's one of those who's aware of the living condition of the prison system. Because like I said, Ramit Dilshan did a study, and the PNM was in power then. So Al-Rawi would have known firsthand how prisoners live in the jails. I have to follow what I say, right?
Yeah, following you.
Right. So he's fully aware. But he's not going to spend that kind of energy. You see the kind of lawyer that they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mendez and Gilbert Peterson, our big crew. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But are you aware of the PNM meeting tonight?
Well, listen, as you say that thing, and now, yes, who sent it to me? Just who? Somebody sent it to me. Yeah, I was not going to play it. I'm not going to play it for them and show them.
Right. So tell me this. Now, if the court have give you an order, the court is the highest in the land. So you want to tell me that the PNM will not honor a court order? Really? You have to explain your will because you are the people then who passed the bill in Parliament to explain your will. You are no longer in power, but the UNC is there. So why are you hesitating? Was that bill solely for UNC people?
Small
or
man.
It's for everybody?
That bill was for the small man. That's a small man bill.
Yeah, but I remember I told you this.
Yeah.
Kamala Prasad Bisasa was accused of wrongdoing with her home, right? And she bring her a nice little box in Parliament and with all her bills.
Mash that up like chili baby.
Yeah. When I was building my house, we had all our bills for every brick, cement, everything.
Yep.
Right? So the next time I want to do a house repair, I had to go to the PN and get advice how to have a raffle cake sale and a barbecue.
Yeah.
Because I'll get more money than the 15,000. That means the 15,000 is give you for repairs.
You might get more money than you want with the money in the handbag.
Yeah. I sent you something, right?
Yeah.
I sent you something on Wednesday. A recording of Philip Alexander. Not the one with maybe you would have seen.
Now the one in Port State.
Yeah, well, Philip Alexander is working his own crew.
And Jason was there with Jason. Jason was there.
Right, so he'll have part 1 and part 2.
Yeah.
Where the residents of them were fully interviewed by Alexander. But you know, PNM 3 and PNM 6 have it differently.
Yeah.
Where they quarreling and right? So the media house is supposed to be. How is it supposed to be, Professor?
It's supposed to be unbiased.
Unbiased, huh?
Unbiased.
Yes, but that wasn't the case.
Oh, impartial.
They projected that.
No, go ahead.
No, the way how they put it across to the population that the minister was quarreling with the residents, and that was not the case. So you see how unbiased these people are, right?
Yeah.
This is why I stopped. Watching PNM 3 and PNM 6. Yeah. I no longer watch the news.
Yep.
But it's better go and waste time doing something else.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. So you all take care.
Come on.
Nice.
Tommy, you know that? First, I already talked about the 4th estate.
Oh yeah.
Where you get that from?
I don't know. He borrowed it.
Where you get that from? Marbella, welcome. Marbella.
Yeah. So good night, Tommy. Good night, Wall Street.
Good night.
So remember the other day I talked here about clicks. You see how it's started to show up?
Yeah.
Right. But based on what we hear, Parisawari was saying there just now, right? You know, there certain things is going to happen now because you're saying small, whether it's a win for the small man or a loss for the small man.
Yeah.
But we have to look at another side of it, which is what we might call the small man here might be the miscreant type individuals that have in the jail system.
I'm not talking about them.
Right?
I'm not talking about them.
Because you see what has just happened there is that they have now the 1%, and that clique, the upper class, have now set a precedent for that class, the people who did the supply with the guns and the ammunition, to walk out of the jail too.
Okay.
Understand what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah,
They set that precedent. No?
Understand what you're saying.
And you know who fall in the middle of that with all the trouble? Joe Public, the average person like me and you walking around, who trying to just go through the day and make a living and make our income and build we house and do what we have to do when the day come and get something to eat and see about we family. Because now we become the victims of both of them. Because you can't hold the top. You can't hold the top and you can't hold the bottom. Because they set the precedent for the rest of them who inside of there who is being held on all kind of things to walk out of the jail system from the detention.
They don't care about that. They don't care about that.
You understand what's going on?
They don't care about that.
Is we in trouble? The middle, we who sit along in the middle between the top and the bottom in trouble. You understand?
Yeah.
Because, listen, I don't think these fellas know what they're really doing, you know. And even Forrest just admitted that what took place at the Privy Council between them and the Privy, what do you call it, the Privy Council registrar, right? The registrar said that they would expedite and entertain something on the stay, on the execution, the stay execution, right? But instead, what happened is they took that to the tribunal, the SOE tribunal, and the tribunal made a decision to lift the stay.
Yes.
Whereas why something wrong with me? Because the tribunal should have. It's like we have common law, but we have no common sense. You understand?
Yeah.
Because by the tribunal lifting the stay, whereas the tribunal should have keep the stay in place to be expedited at the Privy Council level. You understand? They lifted the stay.
Them taking
front of the stay.
Them taking front. Them taking
right.
front.
So you understand what I was telling you about the cliques?
Yeah.
Who know who?
Something
you
wrong.
Understand?
Something wrong.
Something wrong.
Something wrong.
Because they have now set the precedent.
Yes.
In the local jurisdiction.
Yep.
That the minister had to let go all of them with PDOs. All of them who get held inside with PDOs. Right? Even though any small lawyer now could use this as a precedent to get all of them let go in the prison.
Exactly. I said this. That's a precedent. I said that. Whether you want to say a precedent or a precedent, whichever one you want to say. That's what happened.
You understand what these people understand what they're doing, man?
They don't care.
So these people, they don't care about me and you.
They don't care. That's why I put it as this small man. I'm glad Anderson's talk about this small man. That's why I put it as this small man.
I don't understand these people. I really don't understand these people. They should what? Why? Wall Street. You have a good evening.
Thank you, my brother. Tommy, read what Steve did say. So the Privy Council did not reach a decision in a vacuum. The Privy Council made a decision?
They preempted the Privy Council.
Did I miss something, Tommy?
Did we both miss something?
They looked at the transcript from Trinidad appeal and realized there was nothing to justify an open-ended detention and the stay be lifted. Did I miss something, folks?
Did we all miss something?
Or is this the PNM miseducation of PNM, Steve? Is either I miss something or PNM Steve miseducation and again and again. PNM Steve have proven me correct again. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. So the Privy Council did not reach a decision in a vacuum. Folks, when did the Privy Council make a decision on this case? When, Tommy? We could have missed it, Tommy. Because Steve have FAX. He don't believe in FACTS. So we could have missed it. Let me go in the chat and see if maybe I missed it. I've missed it. But Tommy, here it is. Let me go back here. Here it is. This is where they are today, the PNM. Watch this. I think it's easy. Steve said the Privy Council did not reach this decision in a vacuum, boy. Steve, you better go and get that vacuum, eh? You better go and get that vacuum, Steve. Watch this.
Without being called an enemy of the state, defend the right of every Trinbagonian to speak without fear. Defend the simple, non-negotiable idea.
Yeah, nice them. Watch them. Yeah. I'll go back to the chat before we go for the break. Steve boy, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Yeah. Gangachana wants to know enough about this small man. Mr. Intellectual, you sure the Privy Council didn't make a decision? Are you sure? Miss Santa Cruz, I wonder if that was an AI with that woman. Tommy, did you see the video with the woman with Brazil? She was talking about Yamal and Messi. And she stopped, make a mistake and say Brazil. Man, I don't know, boy. That PNM miseducation, boy. It's a really, really sad thing, boy. This is one of the shots to start to destabilize the country. There is more in the mortar than the pistol. Because, you know say who have more corn feed more fowl. Johnny C said, I now come back, I was marking the piano. I haven't heard anything about the way they get their money from. First up balling, but you could see frightened. I see read down there. Hey, read down there. He didn't get it. George the caller, you are so right. Sandra, welcome. Sandra, where you joining us from? Exactly, caller. The average citizen in trouble. Now is more crime now. Yeah. Give them performance, Steve. Is the kind of performance, Steve Gain? That the Privy Council came to a decision? That is the thing, and you backing that up? That's why the both of you, Tommy, you never said there's another saying that association beats assimilation?
True.
You hear about that, right?
Yep.
Let me say welcome to Gordon Gangachana, Jaijan Joseph, and PNM Steve. Association beats assimilation. I don't know if they ever heard that before, but maybe they hear it here for the first time. But Olsang says, Battles, bear in mind, PNM bobbleheads can't retain information for very long. Memory short. George Rambin said it appears as though those people are untouchable. The untouchables?
Yep.
Okay, before we go for the break, let me see what Steve had to say here. These legal pronouncements, this level, you will know what is being suggested by the law lords. as they would not make a reference to live the stay if they did not already decide the detention wrong. Folks, let me go for the break. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsh, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We go take a quick break and we will be right back. The last hour coming up.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
You're live in the mix with the one and only.
Hey, this is Justin Timberlake, and this is
In the Village.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jersey Drake.
Hi, this is Rihanna.
Hey, what's up? This is Ludacris.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
You're rocking with the best. It's In the Village. In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street.
I just want all you to know one thing. When it comes to certain politicians, I don't care for them. Penny, I don't care for she. Come, I don't care for he. Dolly, I don't care for she. Stewarty, I don't care for he. For 9 long years they sit in the chairs. Country get bruised and nobody care. Crime run wild, money gone astray. Now they in opposition, everybody have something to say. They talking solution morning, noon and night. But when they had power, nothing wasn't right. Economy sinking, people living in fear. Now all of a sudden everybody's an engineer. Penny talking like she have the plan. But where that plan was when Rolly was the man. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Scotland,
I don't care for he.
Regis,
I don't care for she. I don't care for them.
Manning shouting from the back of the line, explaining today what he forget in 9. Marvin talking safety, crime and control. But when he was there, crime take a toll. They posting videos, plenty long speech explaining now what they couldn't reach. They hoping people memory short, but suffering though erase so fast. They had the chance, they had the rain, and leave the country in social pain. Marvin,
I don't care for he.
Kareem,
I don't care for he.
Hans,
I don't care for he.
The opposition,
I don't care for them.
you all left the country in a mess and expect it to be cleaned up in 8 months. Delusional.
I don't care for she.
Calm.
I don't care for he.
Dolly.
I don't care for she.
Stewarty. I don't care for he. PNM.
This is the end.
I don't care for them.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Y'all, y'all, y'all can't make this up. You cannot make this up.
This PNM tell a dead thing can't work because I will dead.
We are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, and if you don't share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And as soon as you join us, don't forget, please share the live. We thank you.
Tommy, PNM Steve says, yes, they were in the process of filing. And then the government moved to release, hence no need. Didn't he just say the Privy Council?
I thought he said a rule.
Steve, what that miseducation have done, if listen, this thing is powerful enough, folks. It's very powerful enough. This thing powerful enough. It's very powerful. You know what I'm saying?
It's people like that who have us where we are today.
That is a powerful medicine, boy. You are welcome.
Good night, guys. I did like Patricia Reed, Uncle Wall Street, and Uncle Tommy. I'm moving from comments to comment. The PNM meeting comments, and we comments here watching too. But here now the real bad talking, the UNC and Kamala and everything for them in them comments is about rum and thing, They like commenting them and tell them what about the rum all that rum they find in Rowley office.
Yeah.
You remember all that rum?
Yeah. I go look for the video.
I
go look for the video.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Look for that video, and Foster. Now here now, the PNM, them is the code of the Cosa Nostra.
Yes.
But they use the Lord name in vain on the podium, and they calling on God all the time when they making money and they hiding, ducking and stealing the money from the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. They didn't remember God is a silent listener to every secret conversation, and he knew what they was doing. That is why he exposing them day by day now. Even how they condemning the UNC and everybody in the UNC, bad talking the UNC in the comments, and they say great is the PNM, and they want PNM back in power. And one of them comment and say they want the $78 in the CPEP. Imagine these people want to go back in time. They're really living in spiritual bondage, right? And they're saying yellow is the curse and red, we wear red and ready. But them can't remember. Let me refresh their memories a little bit. They have to remember that when Rowley was in the podium, you know what Rowley did say? Rowley said the red in the flag is the blood of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. So when they keep saying red, they chanting that, they're no wonder under Rowley for the 10 years. And always under PNM is always bloodshed in Trinidad and Tobago. And you go tell me these people want these people back there again, Uncle Wall Street and Uncle Tommy? These people really under spiritual heavy bondage. Okay, I'm listening on.
Thank you. So let me go to this, and then we go get them a little blast from the past. So this is the thing today. Let's listen to this.
Tuesday, Minister Alexander said he has continually reviewed the legality of the detentions and considered the findings of the review tribunal, which on July 19th concluded that further detention was not necessary or expedient in the public interest. The minister also revealed that he received a medical report regarding Dominic Hadid's condition and treatment requirements. He said the state requested an independent medical examination, but that request was refused. Mr. Alexander pointed out that he is required to balance the detainee's right to liberty and the protection of the law with the need to preserve and protect public safety during a public state of emergency. He said investigators have expanded their probe beyond its original scope, with inquiries now spanning multiple jurisdictions and involving local and international law enforcement agencies. The minister also noted that the Privy Council declined to fast-track the substantive appeal in the matter, meaning that the detainees could have...
Wait. I thought Steve told me the Privy Council hear the case.
Yeah, I think
what did I miss?
Whatever he says with a grain of salt.
Wait now. Let me hear that again.
Enforcement agencies. The minister also noted that the Privy Council declined to fast-track the substantive appeal in the matter, meaning that the detainees...
Wait, they decline? But Steve said that they hear it? Wait now, boy. I've seen them miseducation. I've done a number and all, you know.
Could have remained in prison until the end of the state of emergency. Mr. Alexander said continued detention under those circumstances would be disproportionate. Despite the release orders, he said police have assured him that both individuals will remain under monitoring and surveillance as the criminal investigation continues, while measures are in place to protect those under threat. Minister Alexander said he expects the detainees to cooperate fully with investigators. Sonolala, TTT News.
So there we have it, folks. Right? Different strokes for different folks. But, Beulah, I think this is what he was talking about, eh? I think this is what he was talking about. If they want to talk about rum. Where it is. There we go. Here we go. Here we go, Beulah. Want to listen to this?
Tanku lists seized alcohol given to PNM officials. Finance Minister Davendernath Tanku on Friday listed premium alcohol, including champagne, whiskey, and brandy, seized by Customs and Excise and then disposed of to the office of the Prime Minister, OPM, People's National Movement MPs, and at least one mayor. He said this occurred 9 times in as many years at the OPM. Tanku was winding up debate in the House of Representatives on measures to increase taxes on alcohol and tobacco. He said he had a big folder of requests and proceeded to list quantities and types of alcohol acquired for events. As Tanku began itemizing the disposals, uproar broke out in the chamber. St. Anne's East MP Dr. Nine Gadsby Dolly objected, saying the details were irrelevant. Speaker Jagdeo Singh overruled, stating, "It is very relevant to the issue of smuggling. Smuggling was used as a bugbear. The minister is entitled to say you seize alcohol. Look, alcohol seized by the Customs and Excise Division, whether prohibited or due to some infraction of the customs laws, is then stored and distributed on requisition. So we dealing with smuggled items." Tanku said Port of Spain South MP Keith Scotland held a gala fundraiser in 2024, PNM September Fair, and was supplied with 70 bottles of champagne, 40 bottles of Bollinger, 30 bottles of Lost Demi-Sc, 2 premium hampers. He said former Arima MP Anthony Garcia received for a function 1 case of vodka, 1 case of rum, 3 cases of brandy, 1 case of whiskey. Tanku said he had a document titled Disposal of Alcohol detailing agencies, entities, and persons who applied to obtain alcohol seized by Customs and Excise for events, and that it was signed off by the Minister of Finance. He listed items received by the OPM as follows. December 1st, 2016, end-of-year party. 6 bottles of whiskey, 6 bottles of rum, 6 bottles of brandy, 6 bottles of vodka. December 28th, 2016. 6 bottles of Johnny Walker Black. 5 bottles of Bailey's. 4 bottles of Hennessy. 4 bottles of Black Label Rum. 2 bottles of White Oak Rum. 6 bottles of Absolute Vodka. 1 case of red wine. 1 case of white wine. July 7th, 2017. 10 bottles of White Oak Rum. 10 bottles of Black Label Rum. 10 bottles of brandy. 10 bottles of vodka. 10 bottles of brandy. December 14th, 2019. 5 bottles of whiskey. 5 bottles of brandy. 5 bottles of vodka. 5 bottles of rum. November 2020. 6 bottles of Scotch whiskey. 3 bottles of red rum. 6 bottles of wine. 3 bottles of white rum. 4 bottles of Hennessy. 5 bottles of Bailey's. 3 bottles of port. April 17th, 2025. 4 bottles of Malibu coconut rum. 4 bottles of Campari. 4 bottles of Johnny Walker. 4 bottles of Absolute Vodka. 4 bottles of Diamond Reserve rum. 4 bottles of Bonco assorted wines. 2 bottles of Jose Cuervo tequila. Tanku said the mayor of Port of Spain also received the following in 2024. 6 bottles of 1824 rum. 6 bottles of Angostura 7 rum. 6 bottles of Black Label. 24 bottles of White Oak. 12 bottles of Tito's vodka. 6 bottles of Merlot. 6 bottles of Sauvignon Blanc. 5 hampers. The abuse of the citizenry, the abuse of public access, the abuse of taxpayers of this country has come to an end, Tanku said.
Tommy boy?
Yep.
Is liquor in your preference for sober?
Yep.
Liquor after liquor after liquor. I noticed so Charles have a new song called Liquor. You see it, Tommy? Yeah, yeah.
No, who does?
You have a new song called Liquor.
Who?
Huh?
Who has it?
So Charles, you know, so Charles he used to be on Power 1 or 2?
Oh, the DJ.
Yeah, the DJ, this DJ. You have
Yeah,
a song called Liquor. Good report you decide. Good evening. Blessed evening, Wall Street. Tommy and to everyone. Good evening to you. Yeah, I see PNM till a dead crowd. Correct is right. Pamakin, welcome. How are you? Michael, welcome. Good night, Professor Wall Street. Tommy, welcome. Callers, listeners, supporters, viewers now locked onto the program. Welcome. I don't know how you could listen to that thing now, right? Yeah, correct is right. Professor Steve is the propagandist of the PNM. Hey, Beulah, you get a video there? Patricia Weed, you see the video we just played, all the alcohol? That the alcohol they seized from customer and excise, it end up in different PNM affairs. That's the way it used to be. Hey, Tommy, you know, this fella all over the place, you know. He's PNM Steve. The court does not wish to deal with the appeal in a rush in the last days of the term, and that it appears to us that the immediate issue of the respondents continued continued detention could be addressed. Tony Barish, you welcome. Boy, I'm sorry for you, boy. I'm sorry for you. Steve, after you don't say the Privy Council ruled on the case, I can't read nothing else that you say. You ain't bringing no facts, you bringing FAX. Only one set of FAX. Yeah, boy, Steve, you really make a fool of yourself in truth, boy. Yeah, Beulah, you see you see all the drinks there, all of them. Yeah, yeah. And that's facts we just showed it, you know. Vishnu Pandit, welcome. What Wall Street? There's a process to get it. There's a process to get alcohol. What process? Please, please.
Request.
You are welcome.
Yeah, look down. Yeah, God, it's unbelievable to see all the alcohol, Uncle Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Who was consuming all that alcohol, Penny? That's why she's look drunk so. Right? Because I read in the PNM comments where they say one of them write and say that how Kamala drinking Bayrum now. They had nothing good to say about the lady till they gone to Bayrum because they damn well know what they just do. You see what them just do, they just turn it around and make other people feel that they doing it. But that they walking here today. PNM, all of them consume alcohol every single day with all of that. Look at Moet and all them things. Man, way. All we tax pay.
Alcohol in your breath.
Imagine Hennessy, Scott, Johnny Walker. Who consuming all of that? Is nobody but the PNM Rowley come straight down to Penny and all of them was drinking. But don't worry, the sins will find them out. And we see it happening now with all of them. They're running like mad people, like the crazy ants all over. Yeah. That is how they're running. That is how they're running now. The sins will find them out. Okay, I go on watching, yeah.
Okay. Mr. Intellectual Colbert. All we doing is bringing the facts. Let me go to these two boys.
Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody in the village. Oh my.
Hold on. All right, let me take that call. All right. So let's go ahead, quick. I'm gonna get to the voice notes. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll call back. Call back.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody in the village. Oh my God. Wall Street, you hear the flip-flopper? You hear the flip-flopper, and you know Gordon is his cheerleader? Yeah, get him the knowledge. What knowledge? And now you have to come back and eat your words. That's why we always have to keep the salt and pepper handy. You come here with all your big flash, your big brilliance. You know it all. It's just like the woman who went first place. And now look how we had to boil down like Bachi. Eh? I tell, that's why nobody don't take on all here. We know how you all are. A bunch of flip-floppers bringing, you see, Wall Street, that is a perfect example of the PNM propaganda, lies, half-truth, poison, and innuendos. That is a perfect example, and he proved himself here tonight. He has no shame. He should hang his head down in shame and get off the chat. Leave it. But you know what I feel worse for? Gordon. Because Gordon was president, the man was waving a flag for him. And look at it now. It was only a set of lies. Thanks a lot, Wall Street. Good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and to everybody out there. Wall Street, what is this I am hearing? And they want to call the UNC people drunk? All of them should have joined Alcoholic Anonymous. These people have no shame. That's what they were doing, drinking and fetting and not seeing about the country. Every single one of them. And that's why Gatsby Dolly didn't want Mr. Tanku to read it out. Because it would expose them what they were doing to this country. And then coming to tell me, ban my belly, eat 2 green fig and salt, don't eat no ham and macaroni pie, buy a cold pot, or and ride a bicycle. But look at what they were doing. Look at what it is they were doing. A set of a set of drunks. That's what. As I said, all of them should have joined Alcoholic Anonymous, and I'm sure to see some of them there should have joined Narayan too. They have no shame, and that's what they want to get back in there for. That is what they fight to get back in there for. And every day putting up a set of nonsense about UNC. Every day. And watch them. They were swimming in it. Thanks a lot, Wall Street.
Tommy, I to play that again. Let me look for that again. You know, we have it all in the archives.
Yep.
I'll play that again for you all. Some of you all may have.
All the facts are there.
Huh?
All the facts, all the FSCTX are right there.
Right there. Right there for them. We ain't missing it. That's right there for them. Let me play it again for them. Well, listen to this, eh? This is not Uncle Tommy and Wall Street make this up, you know. This is not Uncle Tommy and Wall Street. We didn't make this up. Patricia Weed, listen to this. Gordon Ganga, Chana, Jaijan, Joseph, if you think education is expensive, listen to this. PNM Steve, listen to this. Ulrich, wherever you are, you leaning toward Peter. PNM Red Fox, where are you? The Waffler, listen to this Waffler. Listen to this. PNM had their own rum shop. They had their own rum shop. Yes, this is the PNM rum shop. The rum shop was exposed, fully exposed. Yeah? Or they want to talk about rum, or they should be the last one to talk about rum. Listen.
Alcohol given to PNM officials. Finance Minister Davendranath Tanku on Friday listed premium alcohol, including champagne, whiskey, and brandy, seized by Customs and Excise and then disposed of to the office of the Prime Minister, OPM, People's National Movement MPs, and at least one mayor. He said this occurred 9 times in as many years at the OPM. Tanku was one.
All right, let me take point for and welcome. I'll stop the video to take your call. Go ahead.
Well, so if it is still in the habit, pleasant good night to you and the course, Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, shit. You see the court order where they send for some comments concerning Balzi House?
Yeah.
I now see on the live day Marvin Gonzalez stick a light and light that burn that thing, you know. He burn the document, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
The man burn the document.
Nah, that must be a piece of paper he just burned, man.
Well, we will see, but the man burn the document.
Nah, that ain't the document. That listen, that is propaganda.
Whatever it is, the man burn the document.
No.
So if it's that or not, we go see. But the man burned the document that they say that they got.
Listen,
he burned it.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM.
I pity for that copy.
It's only time alone will tell what is he do there if it is really. Alright then, look on this.
Yeah, folks, let me get back to this. PNM rum shop. Rum shop of the PNM.
Tanku lists seized alcohol given to PNM officials. Finance Minister Davendranath Tanku on Friday listed premium alcohol, including champagne, whiskey, and brandy, seized by Customs and Excise and then disposed of to the office of the Prime Minister, OPM, People's National Movement MPs, and at least one mayor. He said this occurred 9 times in as many years at the OPM. Tanku was winding up debate in the House of Representatives on measures to increase taxes on alcohol and tobacco. He said he had a big folder of requests and proceeded to list quantities and types of alcohol acquired for events. As Tanku began itemizing the disposals, uproar broke out in the chamber. St. Anne's East MP Dr. Nyan Gadsby Dolly objected, saying the details were irrelevant. Speaker Jagdeo Singh overruled, stating, "It is very relevant to the issue of smuggling. Smuggling was used as a bugbear. The minister is entitled to say you seize alcohol. Look, alcohol seized by the Customs and Excise Division, whether prohibited or due to some infraction of the customs laws, is then stored and distributed on requisition. So we dealing with smuggled items." Tanku said Port of Spain South MP Keith Scotland held a gala fundraiser in 2024, PNM September Affair, and was supplied with 70 bottles of champagne, 40 bottles of Bollinger, 30 bottles of low demi-SC, 2 premium hampers. He said former Arima MP Anthony Garcia received for a function 1 case of vodka, 1 case of rum, 3 cases of brandy, 1 case of whiskey. Tanku said he had a document titled Disposal of Alcohol detailing agencies, entities, and persons who applied to obtain alcohol seized by Customs and Excise for events, and that it was signed off by the Minister of Finance. He listed items received by the OPM as follows. December 1st, 2016, end-of-year party. 6 bottles of whiskey, 6 bottles of rum, 6 bottles of brandy, 6 bottles of vodka. December 28th, 2016, 6 bottles of Johnny Walker Black, 5 bottles of Bailey's, 4 bottles of Hennessy, 4 bottles of Black Label Rum, 2 bottles of White Oak Rum, 6 bottles of Absolute Vodka, 1 case of red wine, 1 case of white wine. July 7th, 2017, 10 bottles of White Oak Rum, 10 bottles of Black Label Rum, 10 bottles of brandy, 10 bottles of vodka, 10 bottles of brandy. December 14th, 2019, 5 bottles of whiskey, 5 bottles of brandy, 5 bottles of vodka, 5 bottles of rum. November 2020, 6 bottles of Scotch whiskey, 3 bottles of red rum, 6 bottles of wine, 3 bottles of white rum, 4 bottles of Hennessy, 5 bottles of Bailey's, 3 bottles of port. April 17th, 2025, 4 bottles of Malibu coconut rum, 4 bottles of Campari, 4 bottles of Johnny Walker, 4 bottles of Absolute Vodka, 4 bottles of Diamond Reserve rum, 4 bottles of Bonco assorted wines, 2 bottles of Jose Cuervo tequila. Tanku said the mayor of Port of Spain also received the following in 2024. 6 bottles of 1824 rum, 6 bottles of Angostura 7 rum, 6 bottles of Black Label, 24 bottles of White Oak, 12 bottles of Tito's vodka, 6 bottles of Merlot, 6 bottles of Sauvignon Blanc, 5 hampers. The abuse of the citizenry, the abuse of public access, the abuse of taxpayers of this country has come to an end, Tanku said.
PNM Rum Shop. PNM Rum Shop. Yeah? Yeah, Andrew Liquor Store. I should have get a song by that fella. What's his name? So Charles. Financial Group. Financial Group. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
So you understand why he could have go in the panyard and fall down drunk. And then say that we didn't have food to eat.
Oh God. Look at hey, you know, Mr. Intellectual is funny, eh? That we just bring all the facts to people. We don't bring FAX, right? We just bring all the facts to the people. You understand? And you know, Patricia Weed and Steve and Gordon Gangachana, Jai Joseph, and the Leaning Tower of Peter and Mr. Wafflat, they still want to debate the facts.
You know those long time house slaves and them?
Yeah.
We sick, master.
Yeah. We sick.
Yeah. That is what they are.
Yeah.
They are slave catchers and house slaves. That's how we have to address them. They might not like what I say in this evening, but you see what I see they put up there on the chat?
Yeah.
Prove to me that they are either house slaves or slave catchers. You know, the ones who does look just like the brothers, and they go inside and they sell them out.
Yeah.
And tell them that oh, they go in and get milk and honey. And they set them up and they have them working like slaves for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
That's who they are. The next thing is, it was they're talking about who drunk and all them kind of thing, right? Think about this. Rowley fall down in the public with a glass in his hand, right? Vomit down the place and all kind of thing. They never say nothing about that. He bongs on a woman while she drinking rum on a golf cart. They never say nothing about that. He drinking beers in the public, right? When they had the SOE, and you're not supposed to do that, he was doing it. So you were telling me that a man like that I could consider as a leader? Tell me now. And these people are them lauding him. You understand? That's why I personally could say that them is house slave and slave catchers. Because them supporting that kind of evil. You understand? Look at the amount of rum that them take from the people at Trinidad and Tobago. Them pay for that. They just dispose it. You understand? They didn't pay a cent for that.
Just take it.
Like hundreds of thousands of dollars you're talking about, you know. When you could have put that in the hospital, buy new bed, new equipment, all them kind of thing. But again, them like it so. Them prefer to say we sick massa. That is who they are. Anyhow.
Thank you.
Have a blessed evening.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, I was looking for something here. You know, we just had these things and I'm sitting in here. But I can't find it. Let me see that. Marbella, welcome.
Walsh. For me?
Yeah.
So I just watching something here, right?
Yeah.
So if Marvella, right?
Yeah.
Could burn a court order and say I is the PNM and I obey no court order. Does that mean anytime a court come to deliver order to anybody, they could say there's a PNM and burn the court order and say me taking on or no court order? Is that the precedent is setting? Because if I have about 3 court cases and the marshal come in front of my house with the court order, I could tell him, gone from here boy, and burn that court order. Am I not listening to that? That will the PNM setting?
Listen, that is what they want them people to do so they could get locked up.
Yeah, another?
The followers go do it and get locked up. And they not nothing, they not no, and Faris and them go come to defend them. You think Faris coming to defend all you? All better have all the dollars.
Yeah, that's not going on. So, they were happening. Then people get set up there and they realize they get set up, you know.
Yeah, all you go and do things. Faris and them coming to defend all you go ahead.
These people, I know. The people, I know what they're doing, you know. I trying to figure out if they're trying to cause a civil war in Trinidad, you know. Because at some point, people is going to get fed up and they're going to stand up against this kind of mentality that the PNM want to put on the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You know, they say what the old saying is go when the good don't stand up, the wicked is something.
Yeah.
When good men stand up,
I think
wickedness prevail. Wickedness is prevail.
I think that was Carter. Is it Carter?
Yeah.
Carter.
And eventually, what has happened is good men that stand up, and all the wickedness is had to run, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Let me see what happens.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Dr. Weston, welcome. Dr. Weston.
Pleasure connect to you, Professor, and Uncle Tommy, and all the listeners. Share the life.
Yeah.
Uncle Tommy and Professor, you know what I like about that the group that is acknowledged every night? Is the nice thing about it. Just imagine, they call a meeting in Balize House, right? And is he selected few and unlock the gate. And just imagine, Marvin tried to burn down the evidence. Eh? Now he tried to do is burn down the evidence, so they tell her nothing to show. Eh? So they're playing smart. He can burn everything, but one I know he can't burn is for stakeholders $500 million in contract with the wife and children. The data answer. And the cost overrun in the wastewater treatment plant in Aruka. Eh? And Camila answer how much contract they give to the procurement office approving it. Let her get their file and see. And yet still, Fitzgerald Heights had to say where he went to the basement and national security and what envelope he collect. So you see, just imagine, right? Look at the state of these areas where the housing minister walked through. The junior minister, Mr. Edward Alexander. And look at the condition them is. And you know, them same people Foster Cummins and Marvin calling on them to vote them back in the local government election, which they lost touch and didn't care about the people. And you see where all of them enrich themselves to the family, friends, and all who have contract with them, and excuse them. But Professor and Uncle Tommy, I feel you have to bring back the donkey at the day, that donkey to brain, because it's really ridiculous and it waffle. Because I don't know about Uncle, them people, look at the Balize House. Is he selected few and special invited? Where them people from Moloni? But Professor, have a nice day, Sunday, be God in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, amen. Yeah, Olio, don't let Marvelous Marva try to sidetrack the thing about the PNM showing the receipt. Don't let him sidetrack all Tommy. Don't let him get all no distraction. PNM had to show the receipt. That is what we want to know. We want to know how all your bill Balize house. That is what we want to know. You could burn all kind of paper, burn all kind of things. You understand? We want to know where the receipt for Balize house. That is what we want to know. Intellectual welcome.
Yes, let's try it again. Marvelous Marva try a KTV day on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they say they could never be original.
Yeah.
Even though they come first, they were one of the first political parties that formed any country, they could never be original. They always taking something from somewhere, trying to express themselves.
Yeah.
They have no originality in them to say that they could express themselves. But I would like to see, me personally, I would like to see that they don't give the court what the court asks for. Let me see how the court going to treat with that. I want to see if there's a one law for the PNM and one law for the people outside here. Because we don't see it have a law for the 1%.
Yeah.
Right?
I tell them that there's justice and there's just dust.
Yeah. So you see, again, if people really have any kind of are able to critically think about the situations that they find themselves in this country and who have them in this situation, they will make better decisions for the country. That man that say that, I say none of them are different, but I had this common sense to know that when you critically analyze the both parties, one showed a difference. And I made a decision. After 25 years, I'm not voting. I voted for the partnership. You understand? This time around. And I'm not ashamed to say that. And this time, I know I made the right decision. Because the amount of corruption that has been exposed, and these people are then defending it, I am sure But somewhere along the line, people are going to be brought to justice and they are going to face the consequences. I just waiting. And if this party cannot do it, I will do it just like how I did before. Critically think about who is able to do it, and I'm sure it's not the PNM.
No, they
Have
go
a
guide
blessed
us.
evening.
Yeah, man, they go guide us. They go guide us. They go guide us. I don't want to show that Marvin thing, nah. Waste of precious time. It's only grand charging to me.
That's all.
You understand? As the saying, grand charge. You know? Once at a grand charge. You could burn anything. What you burning? You could burn anything. You know, dead as we say, dead, 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 dead. But Tommy, so the big issue today is that situation with the Hadid, right? And when I look at it, I really don't want. You see, Penny's so weak, Tommy. Penny's so weak, I was having a discussion today with a very intellectual person, and the person said to me, "You know, it's interesting how Marvelous Marvin does our press conference, Stuart Young does our press conference, Paris Al-Wawi does our press conference, Kareem Marshall jump out himself and make statements, and not one time did you hear Penny Week Beckers reprimand any one of them. Not once, Tommy. You think any one of them could have done that when Rowley was Prime Minister or opposition leader of the PNM?
No way.
Anyone could have done that? So, by Penny showing her weakness, Wall Street, do you realize Penny does walk on her own? Yeah, she does walk on her own because she weak. She weak. She weak, Patricia Reed. She couldn't reprimand Kareem Marcel. She afraid. She can't reprimand Stuart Young. She can't reprimand Marvelous Marvin. Right? She can't reprimand Paris Al-Wawi. But you know what? She could fire John Bates. She could fire John Bates. She could fire John Bates. Yeah, that's how weak she is. She like a platypus, a jellyfish, and an invertebrate. She has no stomach, no belly, and no spine. They'll run all over she. All over she. That's why people say, well, I mean, they get it from we here, that she weak. She weak. The facts are there, FACTS. So when you come, Patricia, she does walk and on she own. She could beat KBB when? In what? Beat her in what? Please. In your dreams. Folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Send your closing voice note and your closing code. She could beat KPB in what? When? How? Boy, KPB go whitewash she. Whitewash. It wouldn't even be close. It will be like what? The TPP did to the PNM and Tobago. It will be like. Tommy, can you imagine? It's about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 times the PNM get whitewashed. No, let me do exaggerate. Tommy, in the last few elections they had in Tobago, you know the PNM get whitewashed.
I know.
Whitewash.
Last three.
You are correct. Not a damn dog back when you was there. They have no respect for her. None. No respect. Marbella, welcome.
Yeah, one for the road, Wall Street.
Yeah.
If PNM decide they want to show the receipt for how they are taking the money to put up the building, right?
Yeah.
What that would force the court to do. and they're jeopardizing the people who supply the money for them, then the courts go have to send orders for the people who supply the labor and the material to show where they order the material. So then somebody got turn on somebody.
Somebody go to.
Because somebody got talk, but somebody got turn on somebody and they go stop supporting the PNM. We go have a war between them and the PNM. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
All them 1% for financiers that is give them money.
Yeah.
From in their back pocket and when they had a little meeting, backroom meeting and thing. And when again, and they supplying them the labor and the trucks and the this and the that, all them big time contractor and them.
Yeah.
And the court had to go after them to get receipts for the building, and
yeah, you know what to answer question? You remember they used to have an opener for Trinidad? He used to open run 5 years. He last name started with a G. That fella. Last name started with a G. I ain't calling no names. But he last name started with a G. He got to answer questions too.
Yeah, people got to answer questions.
Yeah.
The opening a can, them may realize the opening a can of worms that got turned back and start to eat them raw. Where they go ahead?
Yeah, correct is right.
Who else want to do it?
Thank
Later.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. The fella, Tommy, and I don't know back in the days with cricket. You know, I used to follow cricket a lot. They had a Trinidad opener, a left-handed fella named Ron Farrier.
Yes, I remember.
And the other fella was Richard, and the last name started with a G. Right? And the PNM financer, who name started with a G too. Right? If the PNM don't want to answer questions, you got to answer questions. And you know, Tommy, whenever the law come to them fellas and them, they will sing like red birds. Sing like red birdies. They're singing, boy. Tweet, 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 tweet. They're singing. Well, they think it's easy. But folks, put your closing comments in the chat and your closing voice note. Yeah. So, tonight for me, Tommy, was about the small man. The small man. Because this decision here, right, send a SOS to the small man. And I hope that tomorrow we can see some of them small man being released too. Small man, yeah, getting out too. You understand? Because we can't have two different justice systems in Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago is a place where every equal race should find a place.
Every creed and race should find an equal place.
Every creed and race should find an equal place. Correct, Tommy. Thank you very much. And I said, and that's what we stand here, you know. We stand for truth here, you know. We not like Patricia Weed and Steve Gibadine and Gordon Gangachana, Dryden Joseph and them. The only kind of truth they stand for is PNM facts, FAX. I will cover.
Yeah, good night, fellas. I hope tonight was about the small man. I hope when they release the small man and you go back and you shoot up the Lavanti and the Mova and the beat up, don't call Alexander.
Nah, we talk about that small man.
No, because what we know the small man, but what I try to show you, the small man, the small PNM man where they have in jail. When they let go them, they go in and shoot up one another in the Mova and the beat up and the Lavanti.
Nah, we talk about that small man. We talk about them.
What small man you talk about? The small man?
Your small man and them who might walk on the wrong street. They get caught. They get caught up in the wrong crowd, and they end up in jail. You understand? I'm talking about them.
Oh, that kind of small man.
Yeah, that kind of
I was talking about that. I'm talking about that wicked PNM small man. We have to go back. We have to go back in the Vitom and Lavanti all about and shoot down one another. And what they ain't gonna call Hadi, you know. They gonna call Alexander. That small man I'm talking about. Alexander. All of a sudden they gonna call Alexander. Have a good night, fella. Good program.
Thank you.
Good night.
So we can't talk about that small man. So we can't talk about a different type of small man. Yeah. Hey, Steve.
PNM Steve, closing quote now. You, Patricia Weed, if you think education is expensive, Mangachana, Jaijan, Juice, all the parallel positive quote now. Eh? Parallel positive quote. Leave tonight with some positivity. You understand? Because you know the PNM will be all in none of that. Although they get no positivity from the PNM. So parallel something. At least you know when you come in the village and you leave the village, you get a little positive something before the program done. All right? Yeah, man. Yeah. Correct is right. All right, folks. My closing comment. All right, here we go.
Today is Wednesday. Good morning, God. Today is Wednesday.
No, that is no. Today is no Wednesday. Go on. What if I get that one today? Tommy, go ahead. Go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead.
Chinese proverb. It takes more than one cold day for the river to freeze 3 feet deep. And like I always say, you the man in the mirror. You have to become that change that you want to see. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you give them a hand. Love you all. Be safe out there. We see each other on Sunday, God willing. Till then, good night.
Important welcome.
There was shit. So before you go, one thing I noticed I not to the meet and keep that tonight. Well, she be gonna keeping that thing outside by the house, you know.
No, inside.
Actually, even was inside. The outside, they're showing all the picture the footage where the people stand up all in the road. And the bell stage right in the courtyard there by the house. Actually, people are keeping thing inside. The outside by the house.
Boy. I tell you. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, man.
Bless. Here's my clue.
As long as your heart is clean, don't fear anything. Let them gossip. Let them lie. Let them plan your downfall in secret. It won't work. It never will. Because when your hands are clean and your heart is right, God fights battles you don't even see. He shuts mouths behind your back and turns their evil plans into your promotion. They throw dirt on your name, but God turns it into soil, so you grow even more. So stay calm. Keep your peace. Don't chase revenge. Don't explain yourself. Don't lower your standards to match their bitterness. Time will expose the truth. Karma will play its part. Shame will sit in their lap when they see you rise. Just stay clean. Stay kind. Because heaven doesn't forget. And life always returns what people plant. They wished you evil, but all they did was bless you. Because a clean heart always wins. Drop amen if you receive this message and join our community for more. God bless you.
For me, I said this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all. I like to stay where I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Folks, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you in the village from Tommy Professor Washington, WZYE 95.9 FM. Come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 7 to 10 p.m. Every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. You can reach us here at 973-868-1444. 973-868-1444. Also at 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. 509. Donna Alexander says, God bless and safe night to Professor Walsh, Uncle Tom, and all viewers and fans. Don't waste your life arguing and fighting. Count your blessings. Value the people who love you. Make the most of each day and always find something to laugh about. Laughter is good for the soul. Good night. May God love surround you. His angels watch over you, and his blessings give you a restful night and a joyful tomorrow. Thank you very much, Donna Alexander. Let me go to the chat. Anthony Ford says, good night, everyone. Miss Santa Cruz says, hands clean and conscience clear. Correct is right, Miss Santa Cruz. Hands clean and conscience clear. Clear, 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 clear. Conscience clear. Clear as you could see it. And hands clean. Yeah. And they're trying all kind of thing. They're trying all kind of thing. Yeah. Who sing that song? That ain't working here tonight. That's what you say. Angie, good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, and all villagers. Have a safe and blessed next few days. Let's meet again on Sunday with renewed energy and positivity. Thank you, Angie. As Smooth says, how the PNM Costa Nostra gonna save the supporters of the Balize House from the court? Look at money them SC and KC gonna make. Yeah. John Boudram says, later everyone be safe. Andrew says, never give up. Tough conditions are just a stepping stone to better days. Have a peaceful night, everyone, until Sunday. Miss Santa Cruz says, till Sunday, God willing, stay blessed, stay safe, stay dry and hydrated, and stay away from hypocrites and PNM propagandists like Reed, Demonic Gordon, and Steve the Flip-Flopper. What boy, Steve? I think I like that name better for Steve, the Flip-Flopper. I like that one, the Flip-Flopper. He can't even get it right. He couldn't get it right. A simple thing, a simple Google search, and PNM Steve couldn't even get it right. He couldn't get it right. That is the PNM miseducation. He couldn't get it right. Anthony D says, without the E, good night, worship, Uncle Tom, and all in the village. Have a blessed night and be safe out there till Sunday. Yeah. I don't know about Patricia Reed say worship your government in power. I don't know what she said that for, but Ms. Santa Cruz closing comment, truth doesn't need everyone to believe it. It only needs one person brave enough to open the door. Correct is right. Correct is right. Look, I'm going to read this quote. This is Patricia Reed quote, closing quote. Worship living up yellow lane where misinformation is king. Patricia Reed, I want you to do us a favor. Take one comment that we put up here and you try to put fake news on it. One, eh? All one. I'm coming out, bend my hand, bend my finger. Yeah, one. Oh, straight. I'm gonna go over here. One. Look at that. One. Looking for one. You finger bend? One. I form up in Chuma Kakena. Bend. One. Where we have disseminated any misinformation here. I'm looking for one. All right? One for you. Just for you. Yeah? Okay, folks, I think that is it. Don't forget, we see you on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. right here on WZYE 95.9 FM. Everyone, have a splendid first rest of the week, and we see you on Sunday right here on Let's Talk Politics with Uncle Tommy and Professor Walsh. See you. Bye-bye.
Lord, we tune into WZYE 95.9. The world right in the airwaves, shining bright and fine. From Margate to the islands, the signal never fades. We lift our joy that it brings today. Bless Mr. Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, all the viewers too. Every viewer, every caller, every chatter in the crew. Pour your favor on the station. Let the Holy Ghost flow free. WZYE 95.9 broadcast.